All right. So to the Muslims, shout out to you. First of all, um, I'm going to do the things that are wrong, but also the things that are right. So Muslims, they'll attack the Holy Trinity. They'll attack Jesus' divinity. And they'll say it's pagan, like Christians are pagan. Now, my problem with that is that they, part of their religion, they have to go to this rock in Saudi Arabia. They got to go to this rock, and they have to kiss and they have to touch this rock, and then they have to circle this rock 7 times, and then they go to a wall, and then they take some stones, and they got to throw 7 stones at this wall. Now, if you ask me, that's superstition. Why 7 times? Why not 6 times? That's my first question going out. And why do you have to circle this thing? It's really weird. And you have to kiss it too, which is really, really weird. You know what I mean? Now, Christians, Catholics, we kiss Jesus. On Good Friday, you kiss the cross. And so, but we revere, we're kissing God because Jesus is God. And so, it doesn't really correlate. Now with the Kaaba, if you touch and kiss the Kaaba, this rock in Saudi Arabia, then on Judgment Day, this rock will testify and will say, this one's a good Muslim because he touched and kissed me. And so the rock is going to personify and testify for the Muslims that did that, which is, again, bonkers. This is bonkers. You know what I mean? Just absolute. And also the Quran and the chapters of the Quran. The different chapters, the different surahs. They're also going to testify and say, this is a good Muslim. So the different chapters, and let me know if I get this wrong. Let me know. Because I think the hadiths are pretty clear, but the different chapters are going to testify and say, this is a good Muslim. For whatever reason, if you follow and do what Islam says, which is, again, bonkers. You have a rock and then you have a book that's going to say you're a good Muslim on Judgment Day. And on Judgment Day, Muslims believe this, Jesus is going to be the one that's judging. And so they get that right, that Jesus is going to be the one that's judging the whole world. And so Jesus is going to be judging, but he's going to be looking at the Kaaba, the Kaaba's arguments for you as to why you're good, and the Quran's surahs, chapters, as to why, which is complete bonkers. You know what I mean? Complete just, you know what I mean? And then they have the audacity to say that the Holy Trinity is pagan. You know what I mean? The audacity. Or that praying to saints is idolatry. Praying to Mary is idolatry. It's really? Do we circle a statue of Mary 7 times? And then you have to kiss Mary? No. No one does that. You know what I mean? Please. Show Catholics circling 7 times. And you can't do it 6 times, you can't do it 5 times, you can't do it 8 times. It has to be 7. For whatever reason. Just complete bonkers, complete just what the heck, you know what I mean? Now, with that being said, as Vatican II says, and what you'll come to find out when you look into all religions, is that you can still be saved and be a Muslim. I like what Pope Francis said. He said, all the religions are different languages for God. And I love that. You know? Like, I'll add on to that and I'll say, like, if you want the complete game, the complete knowledge, the complete full pie of knowledge, of everything, then it's the Catholic Church and what the Catholic Church teaches. Now, with that being said, Islam, they teach some of the pie. There's some truth. Like, we both agree that there's one God. We both agree that this God created this world. Like, that's true. Now, do we disagree about Jesus' divinity? Absolutely. But still, nonetheless, the teachings of Islam are like, give to the poor, live a moral, upright life. Pretty good teachings. You know what I mean? We'll disagree about how like Sharia law is implemented, like where Christians have to pay a tax. I don't know any Christian country that imposes a tax on Muslims. But let me know if that does happen. But yeah, complete just, anyway. Like, but with that all being said, Christians and Muslims, they're more similar than different. And this goes for like all religions. They're more similar than different. They're all saying, like, be a good person, be a morally upright person, do good, pray, which is great. And so that's what I was saying. If you want the full knowledge, the fullness of knowledge, the fullness of truth, it's in the Roman Catholic Church. But if you're in another religion, such as a Muslim, you're going to get some of the truth. You know what I mean? But that doesn't impede your access to God in any way. Because, of course, God can meet you anywhere. And God can save anyone. And so, that's why he's God. But anyway, God bless you all. Jesus is Lord. Catholic Church, one true church. God bless.